Hey folks, welcome back to eXplorminate. It's time to get back into Shadow Empire. It's been a little while since I've played it, so this was actually a request. I think it was Grognar on our Discord channel. It might have been someone else. Apologies if I've forgotten who it was. But basically, it was a request. They were like, I think Ben should either play Distant Worlds Universe or Shadow Empire next. And I sat and thought about it a little bit, and they're both Matrix games. They're both really, really good games. But I think I know Shadow Empire a little bit better than I know Distant Worlds Universe. And whilst I am going to do Distant Worlds Universe at some point, I think I'd like to play Shadow Empire first, because I've kind of invested quite a lot of time into this game, and I'm not an expert at it. Like, some of the stuff that the guys on the Matrix forums are talking about, like, you know, kind of little things that they found wrong with the game, and, you know, things or tactics they've come up with, I've just not even thought about this stuff. So, you know, one of the things about doing what I do is that I don't get to focus on one game very hard for a long period of time, usually. But in the case of Shadow Empire, I've had a fair go. So, anyway, I'm not going to ramble too much. I'm just going to get straight in, and I've not even really thought about what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to start a new game, and let's just have a look at what we've got, what our options are. Now, I think I'm going to play the game on... Small's too small for you now. I think I might play normal large, because that will keep the turn times down just a little bit. The one thing about Shadow Empire at the moment is the turn times can be a little bit long. I will be cutting out all of the turn waiting times, so I'm going to make sure that that's not going to be in the game, because I can talk through it, but then I just get a sore throat, and I think it would be more fun actually if I just kind of cut that bit out, and we could just kind of keep to the game. It might actually be wise for me to also skip some of the planning stuff. So, like, here's my intention with the series. I'm going to start each turn, have a think about what I want to do, and then I'll record and I'll kind of explain what I'm doing while I'm doing it, because I think that way there's going to be less time where you're just sort of sat looking at me going, what am I going to do? Okay. We've got some new planet classes that have been added since I last played. So we've got the Hydra class, a planet with a lot of liquid water, rainfall and lots of swamps. It might be similar to a Siwa class world or to a Lima class world, a Limos class world, but it almost always has more water. Good chance planet has alien life. And the Morgana class, a planet that is usually very mountainous and also very arid, but has a subterranean canal-like system that makes numerous oasis regions possible. Good chance planet has alien life. Okay, so there's been some new aliens added. Not only alien factions, but we've also got kind of more dangerous alien life forms. Vix added a whole new system to add rules and new graphics to the aliens in the game, so that's awesome. However, I think everybody who's doing YouTube videos at the moment will probably be playing these two, and I'm actually playing a Morgana class in a multiplayer game, so I want to do something different. I'm kind of a bit bored of the Siwa kind of class stuff. They are fun in the sense because you can actually confederate people in that a little bit more easily, because you've usually got a lot of farmers. But I kind of like I like Seth. I like the Seth class, and I don't know. I think the last time I played on eXplorminate, I played on a Cerberus class, but I don't know. I think I might go for a Seth class. I really like the idea of water being scarce. That's one of the things that Shadow Empire does really well. Is it at the start of the game with some of the planets, you know, things like water can be really, really scarce, and that kind of changes how you play a lot. So I think I'm going to go with the Seth class. Yeah, let's do that. So we've got the history class now, which just kind of gives you some extra options to have at the start of the game. This allows you to kind of, like, you know, if you definitely want alien life, you can select it. You can have a very strong enemy as your nemesis. So where am I at with my ability at this game? Well, I sometimes find hard quite difficult at the start. That's partly because I've got a tendency to play very aggressively. But I find that normally it's kind of too easy for me now once I've gotten into the game a little bit. So I'm going to play on hard, I think. And yeah, I might put... I've never tried Havens of Calm. Your planet will be relatively lucky during the Dissolution War and will keep some Havens of Peace that survive the worst of the Dissolution War. So that might make it so there's more farmers. I would like it if there was some kind of areas that weren't, you know, complete crazies. Because often with these difficult, you know, with planets like Seth, where there's very, very, you know, it's very hostile, you often get some really severe... You get some really severe raiders and scavengers. They're just deadly. Outpost colony makes it so there's only a small amount of population. That's interesting, but I think I'd rather have a little bit more. I don't want to make things too difficult for myself. Severe violence will give you more dangerous AI. I think I want. I think. I don't know. I'm kind of tempted to go for Haven of Calm. I've never tried this. I don't know how this is going to affect the game, so I'm not massively bothered about alien life. Mind you, since, I mean, we could go for it. Maybe if we set some alien life, it might be fun, because it might be a bit like Dune with, you know, getting crazy sandworm kind of things. So that would be fun. Nemesis is also interesting. This will give you a major AI that's really powerful. This will make the game difficult. Yeah, go on. Why not? So we've got a Haven of Calm, but we've also got a Nemesis. I mean, this could be a recipe for disaster, because you might find that the Nemesis swallows up all of the peaceful factions. So I've also got survival stress on, which means the defragmentation of power went further on your planet than on others. Expect many regimes to be present. This is just more stuff to interact with, and that's great as far as I'm concerned. It might increase the turn times, but you're not going to see that. So I'm going to go with detailed planet generation. I want to be able to check the for the full 4x experience, right? You often want to put Fog of War on. Now, sometimes I quite like playing on knowing the map, which means that, you know, you kind of have a map that you know where you can see the whole map basically, so you can kind of plan where you want to go, but you don't know where stuff is on it. Partial will give you the full, you know, the kind of the least Fog of War, but I think I might go for complete, because I like to explore actually. We're going to have one player. I'm going to put it on hard. I'm not going to disable epochs or easy logistics, because I like the logistics. I don't want it to be too easy. I'm going to set the development speed to slower, so that this basically means that the techs will go slower. We're going to have air forces, even though I struggle to use them actually, but I'm going to put them on anyway, and I'm going to try and learn as I go. I'm going to have... I like to start with one army per zone normally. However, I found on hard, at least on the multiplayer games that we've been playing, sometimes the AI is really brutal at the start. But I'm going to go with one army. I'm going to try it with one. And look, if I fail, I'll just re-record, so it's not a problem. Story modules... I don't like these. Not that I don't... I mean, not that I don't think they should be in the game. They definitely should. They are really cool. I just think that... I don't know. I tend to... I find that they add so much more detail to the game. Other stuff to think about that it kind of distracts me from the sort of... Because I like the military side of the game, right? And these kind of just add more stuff, basically. And there's already enough stuff in this game. Yeah, I think I'm gonna skip. If I was gonna use one, I might go with maybe Corporation. Corporation's kind of interesting, but no, I think I'll skip it. I don't usually play with them, so I'm not really that familiar with them. Okay. This looks like an interesting planet. This is the first one we've rolled. 2 astronomical units from the sun. The gravity is 0.85, which means There's going to be some kind of atmosphere. It's not quite Earth-like. It's really cold. This is going to be like a really cold planet. We're going to have... It's tilted, so we're going to have some interesting seasons. And it's quite big. Let's just have a look at see what this planet is looking like. Okay, so it's not showing us anything yet. Let's see if we can get an atmosphere on this planet, because I'd like to use the aircraft. Okay, so it's got a real bit modest atmosphere. Yeah, I forget exactly which plane types are going to be best in which atmosphere. I'd like to get an Earth-like one if I can. I'm not sure if we'll be able to re-roll this in order to get... Oh, this has got an Earth comparable. Let's have a look at this planet. Let's have a look at what we've got. There's not very much... There's really not very many mountains, look. Or whether we've got some kind of thick clusters. You know, I mean, these are thousands of kilometers, look. So we have got some areas. Still geologically active. So there's going to be volcanoes. This is very, very flat, though, look. It's a very flat map. We've got lots of these escarpments, though, which can provide some kind of tactical interest. I don't know. I think I might want more. I think I want more mountains than this. I mean, this will be cool. The thing is, there's going to be a lot of tank tactics. So there should be plenty of minerals in order for us to be able to build things like tanks. Lots of metal at least. I'm going to re-roll that. See if we can get one more mountains. Okay, that's better. Still cold. We've got an Earth comparable atmosphere. We've got some pretty large mountains. That's better, look. So we've still got some escarpments. We've also got some mountain ranges. This is more like it. This is the kind of thing I like. Yeah, this kind of stuff. Look at this. So, I mean, this might make some interesting tactical gameplay. Now, where we... and look, some of these areas... Let's get this mini-map on, look. So, like, let's say we started somewhere like here. That's going to kind of really keep you in at the start, because it's difficult to get across mountains, right? And these low mountains are not so bad, but the high mountains particularly. But there's nothing to... There's none of these... I mean, this is a very thick mountain area, but sometimes, like, when you've got even more than this, like this can be really hard to get through if you're surrounded by this. But this map looks great. This looks fine to me for a desert planet. So let's go with that, I think. So no surface water at all. Oh wow, look at this. We've got cloud forests. How fantastic. So this is almost like the Morgana planet. We've got desert. We've got loads of desert. We've got this rock, and then we've got forests around the edge. Look, and the thing is, there's no water on this planet at all. So it's generated. What have we got? We've got. Let's have a look at the biosphere details. Yeah, we've got these huge. I think this is 12. Is that 12 meters? No, that's 122 meters. Yeah, that's 122 meters tall. And look at this. These are trees, by the way. These are land plants. So, Maxi Magnophyte, which is 200. Is that 231581? This is centimeters, I believe. So that's going to be, yeah, 2,300. I mean, this is like 2 kilometers tall. These are super, super high forests. How fantastic! So yeah, we've got this. Look at this. This is really, really interesting. Now, the atmosphere is deadly to humans. That's partly because of the cold. There's also a xenobiological hazard. So that means that we need filters in order to live. So we're going to start with. We'll start with environmental suits. Now we can actually eat the alien tissue. We can actually farm here as well. This is a really weird planet. A very unusual planet, and this is because we've set the alien life to be on, right? Wow, how fantastic. I was kind of going for this sort of Dune vibe, but I think this is interesting. I think this is an interesting planet. I mean, it's certainly going to enable farming in certain areas. So there are going to be some areas where there's going to be no food whatsoever, and there's going to be some areas where, you know, around these mountains. Look, this is where and you've got these kind of like little oases. I wonder if these are ice patches. This is awesome. I can't wait to start on this. This is going to be great. What a weird planet. So like all the plant life is all around the mountains areas. Look. I love this game so much. It's just it just creates such cool stuff. We've also got some we've got some vertebrates as well. We've got flying creatures. Vertebrates with lungs, minimal feet, lizard feet, wings. So we've got land herbivores. Only 5 meters tall, nearly 6 meters tall. Some of these. We've got land carnivores. Again, 5 meter tall carnivores. Well, that's like Tyrannosaurus Rex type stuff. And then we've got the top land predator is nearly 7 meters. Offense 18. This is his offensive ability is 18. Offensive 6, and C is how far it ranges. I think. Yeah, how restless it is. Man, this is going to be tough. I think we're actually going to have some pretty serious alien fauna problems here. There's also sentient species. Alien natives class reptiloid. So there's going to be some interesting stuff to communicate with. Okay. Now, here we've not got that many population. 5.6. Actually, oh, that was the original. This is the original, so that's really low. Mostly agriculture. So it means there's going to be a lot of farmers on here. I'm going to re-roll that. I want more people. That's pretty. Again, that's even lower. You might find this planet can't sustain a lot. Oh, okay. So 80.6 million. So this is pretty high, and there's 73 zones. Wow, this is going to be interesting. I wonder if that might be a little bit too much. Nah, there's going to be loads of ruins. And that might make the game... I might make the game a little bit quick, maybe. Because there'll be plenty of scavenging, but... Okay, so... This is after the Dissolution War. There's 7.3 million survivors. This is a lot. This is like twice or 3 times as many as you normally get. But that's because we did set it to be like that. We've got 2% scavengers, 41% hunters... That's going to be those kind of mutants and stuff. And then we're going to have 57% farmers. Okay, so here's what the flavour of this game is going to be. There's going to be a lot of farmers, which are quite friendly generally. They're usually quite happy to confederate with you. This might give me the opportunity to kind of play a little bit more diplomatically. Although every time I say that, when I'm playing for eXplorminate, I end up killing everything in some mass genocide spree. It's the battle mode way. But I think that the flavour of this game is going to be one of surviving against beasts, against aliens, trying to confederate with as many of your surrounding farmer friends as possible, maybe taking some of them by force, and then there's going to be there's going to be a lot of major AI, and there's going to be one very, very strong one, which, I mean, look, I don't demand that I win every single game that I play, and as long as I have fun, I don't care if I lose. I really don't. So this could be fun, and it might be a matter of gobbling up, kind of farmers and trying to get as big as possible as quickly as possible. This might make the start of the game a little bit easier, but I've said that before with Shadow Empire, and it's bitten me in the ass. So yeah, let's go for it. Let's go for it. Vota San Sinistra. I'm going to just leave that up so people can read it. There are 11 major regimes and 110 minors. There's loads of minors on this. There are 17 minor sentient alien life form regimes as well. Here we go. So this is crazy, crazy Seth planet. Seth planets are not supposed to have any life on, by the way. So I've really kind of messed around with the settings here. But okay, let's start. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change my regime name. So let's come up with a better name. Let's call it the Children of eXplorminate. I think that might be a bit too big. Let's come up with a better name. Let's call them eXplorminate. eXplormination. Let's call it the eXplormination. That'll do. And we are going to be High Priest. I'll be the High Priest of the eXplormination religion. I've only got the option of 3 different symbols here, which is quite interesting. So we've got this kind of like burning tree, which I really like that. Then we've got some skulls and a fist. The fist suits me. Now this one, that's just for use for the banner, isn't it? I tend to go black and white, and I know that sounds really boring. The reason why I do it is because I find that if I have white as the unit colour, that makes it easier for me to easily see what colour my OHQs have been selected. So maybe something like this. I'll tell you what, let's call this the 3 skulls. There we go. We'll call ourselves 3 skulls. High Priest of 3 skulls. There we go. Okay, let's start. Okay, so now it's just going through the Dissolution War stuff. And what do I want to choose here? Government, enforcement, or commerce? They're all useful, depending on how you want to play. Recently I've been going for commerce, but I might choose government, and I like the diplomat. I think it's the bureaucratic point bonus you get from government. Now you don't have to go hard into government, so there'll be an option. One of the events that comes up in the first couple of turns, it might be the very first turn, gives you an option to give a speech, and the speech you can then kind of pick one of the others. So I might go government here. And then we've got Fist, Mind, and Heart. Again, they're all really useful. I think I'm going to go Mind because I do like to try and get my research going quickly. And now we've got the option between meritocracy, autocracy, and democracy. I found that democracy is probably the best one you want to go for at the start. Either democracy or meritocracy. Autocracy is good if you're intending on getting straight into warfare. But I think I forget the exact bonuses that democracy gives you now, but by the way, I don't know if Vic's watching or anybody, like, what I would like to see here as an option is to be able to roll over here and for it to tell me what some of the starting bonuses you get for these, because I think that would really help players. Because I mean, unless you play it a lot, you're not going to know what this is going to be doing. But yeah, I'm going to go for democracy. It doesn't really matter a huge amount, honestly. It matters in the sense of because it will pick your leader's preferences, and that can be important. Okay, so we've got 2 decisions, 55 reports. Round 1, here we go. So the previous High Priest is buried. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. It is now up to you to lead the Federation to victory. I am the High Priest of 3 skulls. Okay. And there's new zeitgeist, a time of relative calm. So we're going to get political bonus points. This is great. So, okay, so along with the path that we've chosen for government, this is going to allow us to really quickly pump out a lot of bureaucracy points. So it might be worth capitalizing on that and getting a bureaucratic office up quick. Here's our starting hand of cards. And offer protection. Before I choose this, let's have a look at our start. Congratulations on your position, and we got some danger, so that usually means we've started next to someone nasty. We've got a minor regime on this side, Vogalia territory. Okay, we are completely surrounded by Vogalia territory. I I don't know who these are. They're likely to be farmers, but we don't know that. So let's get these guys. That's interesting. Normally, your starting force will surround you. We started surrounding this, but clearly not in this case. We are quite pressed in by this large force here. What is this asset? Oh, there's a factory. Okay, this is a target immediately. One thing we've got to be careful of, though, when I found that when I start on hard, is you can't go to war with everybody at the start. You have to pick and choose your battles. So I'm going to have just a quick think about this. Okay, so I'm going to have a look through the hand of cards that I've been dealt in this game, and I don't literally mean the stratagems necessarily, although we can have a quick look at them. Okay, there's nothing immediately useful there. What I mean is there's a couple of things that you want to look at first when you're playing this game. First of all, is you want to have a look at what your starting models are like. So we've got some soldiers, we've got a machine gun, so we've got infantry, we've got machine guns, trucks, and recon buggies, and we just want to have a look at what they're all like. Okay, so our soldiers are good. They are good. They're fine. They've what you're looking at is this B design, SDR design here. I forget exactly what they mean. If you click on them, you can... Oops. Open the design log. So the structural design, it's anywhere between 70 and 130. So 110 isn't bad. This is, in fact, that's 110 is kind of like good. So we want to keep these. This isn't so good. This has got a low weapon strength, and again, if we just go into the design log, you'll see, where are we looking? Firepower. Nope. No. Yeah, the soft attack is 76. Hard defense 76, right? So that's because they haven't got great weapons. That actually seriously affects their abilities. They're 76 in defense, but on attack they get a quarter of that. So that's 19. So we need to redesign these. This truck design is also not good by the looks of it. It's got a poor engine. The crossbilly has decent. This is okay. The engine's not great, but the rest of it's all right. So we got 2 out of 4. It's not bad. It's not bad. I'm just going to set these all to regular, and I'm going to change that name. I'm going to change to machine gunner. Right, I'm just going to... I know it's obviously a machine gunner because it's an MG, but I didn't like that other name. Okay, I know it's a bit finicky, but I don't know, it's important to me. Let's have a look at what leaders we've got. We just want to make sure that we get the key info. Have a look at the capability levels. Oh dear. Let's just have a quick look at what we've got. Capability 1 for our SHQ. Oh, look at him. Commander of the SHQ with a warp rating of 13. He's got to go. He's got to go. The advisor's better. Look, he is better. He's still only a capability 1. So the capability level basically means how quickly they're gonna level up, essentially. But also, I think they'll have the higher capabilities will have higher skills. Now, so what have we got? We've got a guy in reserve. He's decent. He's got a decent technical rating as well, which means, and interpersonal. He might make a good... I mean, we could put him into one of our design councils, or he might also make a decent governor. This guy is the director of the Supreme Command Council. Has a high technical rating. He's a technician, so he wants to be in model design. Yeah. He needs to be in model design. We've got the commander of the 1st Machine Gun Infantry, which he's just not good. This is a really bad set of guys, man. This is really not good. Phoebe Zirkensight, she's the governor that we've got. Cap 1, she's got some basic skills, diplomacy, leadership and investigation, but really not very much. She's not good either. We need to get some. We need to. This guy we've got to fix. We need to get a decent guy into the first SHQ, and I think it's going to be a matter of putting this advisor in here. Sorry, secretary's not great either. He doesn't really matter too much. This reserve pool guy is going to be probably our best bet. Mind you, he's got no command rating. He's got a decent war skill. So he can learn. He's a cap 3, so he will learn. He might be better. I think this guy might be better as the director of the Supreme Command Council, and then the director of the Supreme Command Council we can put into the OHQ. Maybe. No, then we'll put him as the model design. We've got to get rid of this guy. He's just awful. He's a faction leader, but I mean, I don't care about heart and autocracy at the moment anyway, so let's just get rid of him. He's just useless. We can recruit a junior. I'm not going to do that this turn because I've got other things I need to do. Okay, so let's have a look at this. We've got the Ascension speech, and this gives us an opportunity to, to add some more points to autocracy, democracy, or meritocracy. Now, if we just go into profile, we can have a look at what we're getting. So if we can get engaged politicians, we get 40% political bonus, which is really good, really useful. Accomplished envoys is also super useful because this gives you 32 diplomacy rolls. Conflicts resolution, though, gives you 50% quality of life bonus. This is huge. This is also huge, 50% logistical bonus. Oh, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong one. I'm looking at enforcement. Capable supervisors. Yeah, this gives you extra food per population. This makes your OHQs better. I mean, I might try to go up diplomacy first. Let's just have a look at this is going to affect the factions. So let's have a look at what they want. We've got the Justice Knights who like meritocracy, and then we've got the Reformist Union who like government and autocracy. Now we're going to upset the Reformist Union anyway by kicking this guy off of this SHQ. We can't do it on the first turn either. We need to wait a few turns. Never ever change your commander of the first SHQ on the first turn. It is disastrous. I forget why now. I think I've done it before and there was a problem. Let's go with democracy and just get this democracy bonus as quickly as possible. The first thing that I want is going to be a model design council, I think. The quicker we get tanks, the better, I think. Let's just have a look what we've got in our assets. So we're starting with high command, obviously, and then we've got an agri-dome here and an ice mine. That's it. There is a transport hub here in the city. We've also got scavenging. I don't need the transport hub yet. Scavenging will be exceptionally useful. Don't have anything to sell, unfortunately. But we've got loads of ice, right? We've got loads of water and we've got loads of food. So if we go to trade, both food and water can be sold. We're going to. How many do we need for this ice mine? Remind myself. It's. Oh no, not for the ice mine. Sorry, for the agri-dome. Here we are. This is what I mean. So we need 200 water. So we need to leave ourselves 200 water. We are getting plenty. There's no rain, but we have actually got we've got a fair ice reserve here. So let's go to trade. I'm going to trade my food and I'm going to trade the food.
Aye, aye, sir.
And I'm going to trade water.
Aye, aye, sir.
Okay, so that's given us some extra money. It's not a lot, but it's enough to get the scavenging, and this is important to get on the first turn. Okay, so we lose some happiness in doing that, but it's really important. You want to get, because we can actually sell these rare metals that we get from the from this asset now. The recycling brings in 30 fuel, 40 metals, and 15 rares. The 15 rares can be sold every. You can save them up a bit and then sell them. Job done. You got extra money. Okay. So what we need to do now is, it looks like we've got we've got a mountain range, the Zonio Teeth to our south. We can't pass this. We've got another mountain range to the north. Then we've got Vanoth area and Dalion Fields to our northeast and southeast respectively. We want to be exploring that. But first, I want this. This degraded AF is an automated factory. So it's degraded and it's only got a small production capability, but 20 IP at this point in the game is big. That it will kickstart my economy like you would not believe. So let's have a look at what we've got with regards to tech. Yeah, so we've got nothing at the moment. I think what we're going to do is we're going to at least explore as far as we can. These mobile troops are going to be no use around here, or little use. So let's get these exploring. What have we got? Got a road going up this direction and a road going down this way. This is... Yeah, we want to go this way. 25 points. Okay, so here we've got some ruins, and we've got two free folk towns. They're going to be targets, so let's go and take those. Shame. Ah, we've got 3. This is a nice little area. I'm tempted to rush for this. Now, these guys want to be starting to probably head this way, just to see if we can... we've got one more militia. Let's get this militia up this direction. Oh, we've got another militia. You guys probably won't be able to see, but my big head is in the way. But if you can see, there's a bunch of units here. That's the one problem with having this this little bends floating ahead, is that I've put it here, basically, in this area, just so that, because I don't think this is the most important part of the information. But let me know what you think in the comments about that. I don't really need to have this video. I just found that people respond better to the videos if I have my video in. Okay, let's get these guys going south. I'm going to leave them there because I want to enter this next turn. Just have a look at our starting town itself. We have got 8 danger. We don't want that to go up any higher, because danger takes a while to reduce, and it's kind of annoying. So we really don't want any danger if we can help it. Let's go and move these guys down here to just expand out down this, at least as far as these mountains. And what have we got here? We've got a cloud forest right near us. Okay, and I'll leave the 2 HQs just guarding this. Now, hopefully, whoever these Vogalia are, they're not going to attack us. I want to scope out who they are first. I want to see who they are, because if there's something that I can attack and win against, I will. Because I want this factory. If I can, I might be able to surround them and get them and just push them off it without attacking them. That's possible as well. And I think that is going to be the first episode. I just need to figure out what council. I usually go for model design first, and I think since we've got a guy who can go in there, that's probably our best bet. Why am I going for the model design council first? Right, because your infantry are not good at attack. You'll see that they're 52 soft defense, but they're only 26 attack. They get a 50% penalty when they're on the attack. Let's have a look at the crossbilly. That gets 48. So again, this is better on the defense against soft targets. However, it's higher but tanks don't have this problem. So tanks are designed to attack, and tanks don't get the that penalty. So we want tanks, basically. And I want to go for tanks as soon as possible. Okay, that's it. So thanks for watching, guys. That's the end of the first episode, and I hope you're excited about a new Shadow Empire episode, a new Shadow Empire series. I am. I've not really played it, apart from a little bit in multiplayer, for months. It's not going to be a regular... I'm not going to be able to play an episode of this every day. I've been ill, and I'm catching up on loads of work, real life work, and I've also got my Caster of Magic series and a few other bits and pieces going on, and a Dominions multiplayer game that we're recording too. So I think that I'll try and get an episode out once every 2 days if I can, just depending on time. Okay guys, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Take it easy.